Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to be a guest on the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. All right, today I have Tami Crea on the line, and she is CMO over at Megamix Expo. Tami, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me on, Adam.
All right, Tami. So I've been looking forward to Megamix Expo. I've been talking to many of the attendees that are going to be there. I've been talking to many of the vendors and VIPs. For those of you that are listening to this and this is your first time hearing Megamix Expo, maybe you missed the last episode, but it's going to be an event that's being held in Santa Anita Park in Arcadia, California. It's going to be March 12th and March 13th. It's going to be an amazing event, and we're going to talk about it today. It's an event that's focused really on empowering local businesses through connection and opportunity. So, Tami, first off, how did you originally get introduced to Megamix Expo? And this will be my first one. Have you gone to the previous ones, or talk to me about it?
No, actually I haven't. I was introduced to Tony through a mutual acquaintance working together. To be completely honest, in today's world, I'm actually in Minnesota. So I have not been to Megamix, but I'm so looking forward to this one because it's just such an incredible opportunity as I've been working with Tony and Alexis and everybody actually over at Megamix. The thing that I love the most about it is how involved the community is and how much of an impact the idea of networking. I've been in business forever and ever, and the idea of bringing people physically together to network with so many people over the next couple of days that the expo is going is something that is more valuable than just about anything else that I've ever experienced in business. That being in front of people, being face to face, I mean, like I said, I work remote most of the time, and I'm so looking forward to the idea of being with all of these people and being able to have those in-depth conversations that you don't have to worry about, is Zoom going to kick out on you or something?
Yeah, and you mentioned being an entrepreneur or in business for a long time. Talk a little bit about where you started as an entrepreneur. Where did all that begin for you?
Well, actually, it all began for me a month before I graduated from college, which I hate to say it, was in 1982. And I truly looked at getting a job and went, there's nothing out there that I want to do. And so I just found my own way. And I've been an entrepreneur now my entire life. And I've opened and closed many businesses because I was involved in print publishing, which kind of became not a thing. And then when I entered into the online world, it opened up so many different vistas for me, which is how I ended up working with Megamix, even though I'm not in California. A little bit of a secret aside, my son does live in Canoga Park, however, so I am looking forward to coming out for Megamix, but also to see my son.
That's amazing. And where did the marketing thing come from for you? So I know your title here is CMO. Were you always fascinated with marketing? Did you kind of gravitate towards that?
I've always done marketing. I mean, it's not fascination. It's just kind of who I am because, like I said, I was in print publishing, and what I had was a bunch of local direct-mailed magazines that were supported by local businesses. And so I visited with hundreds and hundreds of businesses, and I've served on the boards of Chamber of Commerce's. I belonged to 5 of them up here at the time. Created events in the local town events kind of idea. And again, this was the idea of bringing business together. We did a lot of things, this was back before the internet, where you'd have things like the ice cream shop would give coupons out for the local dry cleaner because ice cream and ice cream cones and dry cleaning. And dry cleaning would give out coupons for the ice cream shop because that brought them in new customers. And, it was really a lot of the foundational stuff that Megamix is all about, which is bringing businesses together to help each other. And so this was a background that I've already had.
Have you always been a community builder?
I have.
I get that from you. I get that from your voice. I get that from your energy. People gravitate. It doesn't shock me that Tony wanted you on board. I feel like you're a community builder.
Well, the whole thing is that we're stronger together. I mean, that's just humans. Humans are stronger together. And when you're trying to do a business, especially, like I said, a mom and pop business or a remote business in today's world, there's too much isolation and there's too much of not knowing what you don't know. But if you're part of a community, you can say, hey, I heard about this thing. Does anybody else know about it? Can you help me? And someone else can say that, and you can go, I know all about that. Let me tell you. Let me take you by the hand. Let me help. And that's what human beings, there's 2 things going on right now with the fires
Yeah.
and with business. And whether the business was affected by the fires or not, it's all coming together. A lot of what we're trying to do right now with our message with Megamix is we're going to have a lot of resources at the Expo that people can tap into if they've been affected and if they need help. But what people need, as much as they need housing and food, I mean, those are essentials to life, but not being alone, having a community, being able to network, to reach out, to find those other people that you can even share your story with. It's powerful, and it's powerful to healing.
Yeah, that's amazing. And speaking of the fires and everything that are taking place, when I thought about and I saw some of the things that Megamix Expo, hopefully to have some resources there for others, and even some of the the volunteering and all the things I've just seen around. I mean, it does remind you about the importance of community and how we all need each other, right? And these huge houses, beautiful houses, other things, and all of a sudden they're gone, and we kind of can see how fast things can be here and gone, right?
Right, and what's important in life. And again, I truly believe that human component. It's just something that we're reminded again of us coming together as a community to help and rebuild. And, it's not just Californians. Yes, mainly, obviously, but people from all over the country are coming and are helping. And it's an amazing, it almost gives me shivers just to think about how people can be involved and how important it is to be involved in one way or another.
Talk a little bit about the event. Now that you have more of a vantage point than myself, I went out there and I saw the setup. It's huge. It's beautiful. It's at Santa Anita Park. Again, it's just a beautiful, picturesque location. But maybe tell us a little bit more on why people should come.
Well, part of it is, honestly, Tony and Alexis. I've got to give Alexis credit here, too, because he's the co-founder of the event along with Tony. And Alexis is in charge they have a nonprofit arm. And so Alexis is there, and then Tony, of course, is the face of the community and does a wonderful job of it. But the way that they have designed this expo is different than anything I've ever seen, and it makes it so great to go out there because what they're doing is they're grouping areas. So if you're interested, say, in health and wellness, there's a health and wellness part of this expo that's nothing but those businesses that you can talk to, that you can network with. There's a construction area, where if you need anything in terms of rebuilding or, if you were not affected, if, say, you need a tree removed or, any of those things that need to be done, any of that home service area, there's a career area. I mean, this is all divided up so that you're not just wandering around going, where was that booth? Because what was that booth? If you're interested in a particular thing, you don't have to search this entire huge expo, which just wears you out. And then they're having panel discussions, and they have a center stage. There will be all of these big screen TVs that will be showing different people that are out there, so that you can look at that and go, oh, wow, I missed that one. Plus, there's going to be a food area, a restaurant area, so that you can actually eat without having to leave and go someplace else. So, I mean, it's just designed beautifully.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I definitely want my audience to come as well. And for everybody listening, just to remind you, it's a Santa Anita Park in Arcadia, California. It's going to be Wednesday, March 12th, and Thursday, March 13th. Mission Matters will be there for sure. I will be live podcasting and doing interviews and all kinds of good stuff. I mean, it's just going to be a ball. That being said, if somebody wants to follow up, if they want to learn more, there are also sponsorship opportunities still available for booths and other things like that. Talk to me a little bit more about how people can participate, Tami.
Oh, absolutely. It's a fantastic opportunity to be able to showcase who you are and what you are, and the benefits that you get of being either having a booth or being a sponsor are just absolutely amazing. Honestly, anybody who wants to know more can just email me at Tami, Tami, at megamixexpo.com, and I can get you over all the information about that, because there are still a few spots left. And we want to make certain that we have as many people out there. I mean, people are worried about getting a booth because they're like, I don't have time. Yeah, you do. You really do, because all you have to do is come out there, bring information about your business, and we'll help you. We'll, give you ideas of what to do, what to say, and what you need. And again, sponsors get all kinds of interesting opportunities, like doing panel discussions, and the benefits of being a sponsor to this are going to be far-reaching, because there are going to be people there from other areas besides just right here in Southern California, even though, obviously that's where it's being held and where most people are going to be. But we're putting information out everywhere about Megamix, and people are going to see you as a sponsor on the website. Plus, as a sponsor, you get to talk to Adam.
Yeah, no, I like it. I'm I'm happy to support. Tami, if somebody wants to maybe leave that email one more time, I'll definitely plug the website again. So it's megamixexpo.com. And if people want to reach you again, Tami, how do they do it?
It's Tami, Tammy. My mom spelled it strangely. So Tami at megamixexpo.com.
Fantastic. And for everybody listening, just so you know, we'll definitely put the link in the show notes, so you can just click on the link and head right on over to megamixexpo.com. And speaking of the audience, if this is your first time with us and you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe or follow button. This is a daily show. Each and every day we're bringing you new content, new ideas, and hopefully new inspiration to help you along the way on your journey as well. So again, hit that subscribe or follow button. And Tami, look forward to seeing you at the Expo.
Sounds good, Adam.